Hi everybody, Pastor Kirk here. We're sending you our email blast early this week because we have amazing news about Free to Fly. Are you ready? We are 6 days away from handing over the settlement check for our church property. The goal, as you know, is $1.2 million. Day 70 of the campaign, we're at $1,151,000. Sorry, I just fainted. Is anything impossible with God? No. And here is one more proof. We are unbelievably less than $50,000 from completely reaching our goal. We have one more Sunday. Tuesday, we wire the funds. Come on, church, we can do this. I want you to know, being a man of faith and a pastor, naturally, if you had asked me on January 1st when we began the campaign, if we were going to raise $1.2 million in 2.5 months, me, your pastor, would have said, no. What? Are you kidding? We'll have to borrow most of it. Oh, me of little faith. Guess what? God is an awesome God. And you are a generous and faithful church, Fair Oaks Press. And now that we've about to pay $1.2 million to finally and fully leave the Presbyterian Church USA, we may want to consider, as God launches us into this new season of our life, is it time for a new name to go with our new future? Just a thought. Hey, guess what today is? Ash Wednesday. How did you know? Here's a funny story. Pastor Cliff was in charge of planning the Ash Wednesday service, which, he's never been to or done before. And Tuesday there was a crisis of ashes. See, you can't just get ashes out of a fireplace great because they're not the right kind. The ashes in your fireplace are gray and crumbly and they fall down your face and they get in your nose and they don't really leave a mark, okay? You need really black ashes, black as charcoal. And the tradition in the church for 1,000 years has been, get this, to burn the palm branches from last year's Palm Sunday. I mean, if you think about it, that makes sense. On Palm Sunday, everybody was welcoming Jesus into Jerusalem as the Messiah King. 5 days later, they're shouting, "Crucify him." The palms of praise so quickly become ashes of denial and desertion. And so Ash Wednesday is a sober, realistic reminder. We've deserted God. And for the wages of sin is death. Okay, so where are we going to find burned palm branches, right? We called around to a bunch of churches. Nobody had a surplus of ashes that they could lend us. Fortunately, there's a Catholic supply house in Sacramento, but when we called on Monday we called, you don't want to get these ashes until you absolutely need them, right? The store was out of ashes. Panic time! Except Cliff does not panic. Tuesday evening, when the rest of the world is celebrating Mardi Gras and Carnival, Cliff goes home from work. He cuts down a bunch of dead branches on a palm tree in his yard, gets out a blowtorch, and incinerates those fronds into coal-black ashes. Ash Wednesday dawns, and we got ashes. Look. Our Lent service... So Lent has officially begun, and our Lent series begins this Sunday, It's called 1 Month to Live. Be sure to pick up your 30-day study book in the cafe, and there are 8 small groups that are doing a book study, and they'd love to have you join them, You can sign up at the small group table in the cafe. And if you're not in a small group right now, you need to be. Lent is a great time to put this important part of your spiritual health into place, Give it 40 days. Hey, sad news on Tuesday, we learned Bob Harris passed away. Bob has long been one of our most active churchmen here at Fair Oaks Press, committed to missions and our church's ministries. At our Mariners cruise last week, Bob and Kay were recognized as the longest married couple in our church family, like 70 plus years. Bob would have celebrated his 88th, 89th birthday on Saturday, and instead will be celebrating his graduation into heaven. We'll have a memorial service for him on Saturday at 11 a.m. in the worship center. And just be in prayer for Kay, the whole family. And finally, we inaugurate our new baptistry on Sunday, March 27, okay? Sunday, March 27. So that's like 3 Sundays from now. Call the church office if you haven't been baptized and would like to be, all right? That's all for now. I love you guys. See you in church.